So one of our favourite things to do in the Learning Commons is to give book recommendations, but as you can imagine it's pretty quiet around here these days, so we thought we'd bring the recommendations to you. So our recommendations today come from the CBCA Notables list. So each year the Children's Book Council of Australia recommend 20 books as judged by their judges, the best books by Australian authors of the year. So we've got some recommendations for year 7 and 8, 9 and 10 and some seniors. So our first recommendation for year 7 and 8 is Detention by Tristan Bancks. It's a story of a family who are in a detention centre in Queensland. They've just found out that they need to get deported home and they see a moment and the daughter escapes. She runs away from the detention centre and she hides out in a local school. There she meets a boy named Dan, and Dan has that moral decision to make. Does he help Seema, or does he go to the authorities and dob her in? Really good story. Fans of Morris Gleitzman's Boy Overboard would love this. Tristan Bancks, the author, said he was trying to make a story about refugees, not a political one but a human story, and he really achieves this. You really do get drawn into the lives of Seema and Dan and the decisions they need to make. So that's year 7 and 8. The next book for years 9 and 10 is called The Surprising Power of a Good Dumpling. We all love a good dumpling. That's a story about Anna. She is really struggling with her home life. Her father is busy running the family restaurant and her mum's spends a lot of time in bed. She's struggling with some mental health issues. So Anna's trying to hold the family together. She's trying to look after her siblings, trying to help her dad in the restaurant, and also trying to care for her mum as well. Now there's a little bit of a love story in there as well, which is always lovely. Really good characters in the story, so highly recommended for years 9 and 10. Now the book for seniors is called It Sounded Better in My Head. That won the Text Prize last year. Really great story. It's about a girl who's 17 years old. She is coming to terms with life after high school. She's just found out that her parents are getting divorced and that her 2 best friends are now a couple. So she's dealing with lots of things in her life. Once again, a bit of a love story in that. Beautiful characters in this book. It's like a warm hug, so highly recommended for seniors. There is some mature themes in there, so it's not recommended for junior students. Now all those 3 books are on Wheelers, so you can access them from home. But if you are doing some online shopping, an author that Mrs Mohal and I love at the moment, we can highly recommend, is C.G. Drews. It's an Australian author. Her first book is Boy Who Steals Houses. Awesome read, really, really popular. And the second book is called 1,000 Perfect Notes. Beautiful story as well, so highly recommended. That's all from me. Happy reading, and don't forget to check out the blog for more recommendations.